Guys, welcome back to Grenke Chess Open, and today let's take a look at two games of Magnus Carlsen, because I guess he's back. He is back. He played two brilliant games today. Let's see the first one against Vincent, Keymer, German chess prodigy, one of the most talented chess player of his generation. So Magnus is playing Benoni defense. He sacrificed his pawn on d6, and it looks like a play of complete beginner, but of course it's Magnus. He sacrificed the pawn for initiative. He moves his pawns up. Everything is protected, and now c3, opening up his bishop. And now if, let's say, bishop a6, queen a6, kind of controlling this. Knight goes to bd7 with the tempo. So black are in full control. And already Vincent couldn't castle, and that's actually good for Magnus, because though Vincent has like one extra pawn in this position, actually two extra pawns, Magnus is going to take either b5 or d5 pawn, and he will be alright, because this king is not castled. This rook is ready to be brought to, let's say, to c8 on the open c file. This knight and bishop, bishop controls this, so black are completely fine. Queen b5, queen d5, queen c4, a5, queen c4, knight c4, a4, and now knight b6 is played. Vincent is attacking the pawn on a4 and the rook, but guys, I couldn't even understand why this move is a blunder. But after a while, there is absolutely insane move. You can pause the video and try to solve it. I mean, when I saw this move, I was really shocked. I was like, knight d5? Magnus just sacrificed his knight, he sacrificed his rook, but the point is he's attacking this rook, and if rook tries to protect, there is just knight b6, rook b6, and this pawn just promotes. No way to stop it. So knight d5, rook a4, and now knight b6. And the point is, yeah, Vincent took this pawn, but now Magnus took his knight and he protected this rook on a8. So Magnus is up a piece. So they were kind of shuffling around for a while and traded into this endgame where Magnus has 3 pawns against 4 pawns, but Magnus is up a piece, basically a piece for a pawn. There are some cases where such position can be drawn, but not in this scenario. Here, black still have 3 pawns, and it's just too easy for Magnus. Yeah, of course, Vincent tried to play on, but he's playing against one of the best chess players in the world, so there's no doubt. And like, his knight is not really attacking. If knight would attack some pawns here, yeah, probably trade some pawns somehow, but at this point he just can't do anything. He just has to kind of shuffle around and wait till Magnus finds a winning plan. So, and here Magnus just basically needs to kind of sneak in, try to attack f2 pawn, and the game would be over. Yeah, and you see Magnus has a huge time advantage at this point, so good for the world champion. Here, takes, trade the pieces, f4, and now g4, f takes, g takes, h3, king h3, and now there are only 2 moves which win the game, king f3 and knight g5. The point is, doesn't really matter this, Magnus just decided to take the pawn. And after king g5, king f4, Vincent admitted his loss, because Magnus's plan is basically to play this, then king f3, take pawn on g3, and he will win the game. And this was the first game of the day for Magnus Carlsen, which he won. And now he is facing Richie Rapport. He lost against Richie Rapport in the very first round when he plundered this knight d2, rook d2. fork on rook and king, and he's looking to strike back. He's looking to take revenge against Rapport. He plays d4, and again, even here we have some rare system and potential Binoni. And some gambits and stuff. Knight e4, knight e4, f5, and if knight goes somewhere, f4, and there is pin. So Magnus has to play bishop e2, which computer thinks is brilliant, but it's just like some theory stuff. Attacking pawn d6, rook a3, quite typical plan to bring rook to b3 or g3, try to attack the skin. So Magnus brought his rook to king side, and now maybe he's ready to push some h4, h5 at some point. Rook a7, h4, and now the point is if queen h4, bishop g5, queen is trapped. Rook f7, bishop g5, bishop 7, bishop 7, takes, h5, and there is a big pin, and again, huge pin. And now rook e1, and now this pawn is being attacked. And what Magnus did in this position is sacrificed. It's not really a sacrifice, it's just like the sequence of moves which leads to a winning position. f4, rook d5, and now crucial queen e2. And if rook d6, queen a8 would have been a checkmate, so Rapport plays h6, and now Magnus plays queen e6. And Rapport resigned, and Magnus took his revenge, because in this position, if king h7 is being played, knight f5 attacking the rook, and basically black have to take, otherwise if rook g6, queen f7, basically rook g8, queen h6. I mean, if this goes somewhere, just knight e7 and queen coming to g8 or g6, and still have to sacrifice, but this is of course like the most winning position on planet Earth. So let's take a look at the standings after day 3. And Magnus jumped. I mean, you can see the video yesterday, the standings after 2 days, and now Magnus is on the first place. He's the sole leader of the tournament, and again, the biggest favorite to win it all. Maxime Vachier-Lagrave, Rapport, and Dean Loren with 3 points out of 6, and Vincent, Keymer, and Daniel Friedmer are 2.5 both. Vincent is not having a successful tournament yet, but I mean, first 4 players are just very strong. So let's see what happens in the next couple of days. We have a rest day today, so let's see what happens tomorrow. I'll see you in next recaps. See you soon. Bye bye.